Hello, welcome back my friends. It is another card video. Today we are playing with Simon Says. Hey there, hi there, greetings. I keep forgetting. This was I believe it is a Kathy Zielski stamp set, but it has heaps of really big ones and it has coordinating dies for a lot of the sentiments, so I really love it. I am also using the Sizzix hearts. As you can see, I've cut a whole heap out of some Christmas red cardstock by Paper Rose, which is a nice thick one. I have used fire brick. Now you can actually see it in the photos. It doesn't look like I'm doing too much whatsoever. So I did trim off that because no one wants to see that. You know, it's just, let's cut to the chase, people. I am working on a little silicone mat that is also from Stampin' Up. Actually, it's very old, and at the time of doing this I'd actually had most of my room all packed up, so I'm using what I can use. I am using the black soot to go around my hearts just on a couple of edges, really sort of like half of the heart. This one I'm going to fight with a little bit because it's itty bitty tiny, just to give a little bit of a difference and a little bit of fun. Now, before we stamp this love you need to make sure your cardstock is fully dry. Now I'm going to trim this up a little bit because it's a little bit over to one side, but we'll fix that up. I am just placing my gold embossing powder, and you can see it is nowhere near dry enough. So I've dried that all off. I've hit it, I think I hit it a couple of times. I hadn't dried it off properly, and that is looking pretty darn good. So I stick it back in my Misty, and we're going to stamp that down with some Versamark. Hit it with a anti-static pad. I think this is an old, I don't know who, I feel like it's Tailored Expressions, but I really don't know who owns that. But that's all good. This stamps up really lovely. I've just got to stamp it 2 times because I am stamping it the first time around, but all these stamps stamp up really well. I'm going to do it one more time. So yeah, what is happening with me? I've had a couple of videos. I'm currently away, not at the time of doing this voiceover, obviously. But when you see this video, I am away. I have not been able to get some videos up. I really want to get better at this. We'll work on it, people. Okay. But there is going to be a couple of weeks, I think, that you will have not as much from me, but hopefully I'm having a really lovely time. So I'm just putting my hearts down. I'm not worrying too much about the shading on where it places it. I'm just putting it down. What I'm actually going to do, most of it I'm going to do off camera, but I'm going to put a foam dot right in, just figuring out the placement of my hearts here, of my wording, a foam dot right in the center of each heart, and then using my fingers just bend it a little bit so it has much more of a concave look to it. So it's going to give it a lot more dimension. This is really good for other die cuts. Especially if you're layering up when you're doing, that's the other word I can't say. Sometimes, there's words that you just can't say. Like people, I don't know, there's lots of different things. Like you can see here, I've just bent it around my fingers. I'm really bad. I'm not going to pronounce flowers. I cannot say suspific. I can't say, you know, when you want to look at a certain thing, I can't say that word. It's me. I know that. But I cannot also say ephemera. Ooh, I think I did it. I don't know. Who knows? I don't care. And there's also you know, when you're layering up certain layers of a little person die cut, and so his arms stick out or he's got dimension. That thing. Okay, I said it. I'm done. I can't say it. Just saying. I have trimmed off my hearts to make it gives an impression that it's still going past the edges of the card. I've laid it up with a little bit of black and mounted that up on a card base. Now, that's all I'm going to do. There is no, I know it's shocking, there is no bling, there is no sparkle apart from the gold, and I think I really, really loved how it turned out. Anyway, that's my card for today. I hope you're well. Talk soon. Bye.